Calling the Civil Service Commission meeting to order for October 21st, 2025. All commissioners are present. I'll now hand it over to Chair Stevens.
Good morning, everyone. We'll get started on our October meeting, and I just got to pull out my agenda here real quick. Has everyone had an opportunity to read the minutes from last month's meeting?
Yes.
If so, I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Sure, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We'll move to
Chair?
item. Yes.
I was not at the last meeting, so I would abstain from this vote.
Okay, so we have 4 ayes and 1 abstention.
Is that okay?
For the record, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and move to item number 3, the Chief Examiner's update.
Good morning, Commissioners. I just have a couple of quick items to update you on. Our marketing coordinator, Paxton, and our administrative manager, Shelley, have been busy out doing job fairs this month. We attended the EWU All Majors job fair and also the Gonzaga University Engineering Specific job fair and also their All Majors job fair as well. And we have recently just finished this quarter's merit tour to our outside City Hall departments. They've been very well received, and we'll start those back up again early next spring. And then finally, just a quick aside on the budget, the 2026 budget. Some people may have read the article in the newspaper regarding the possibility of layoffs. Just want to ensure that everyone knows that Civil Service is working closely with HR and management to address the possible layoffs that may be affecting staff, and also that we are prepared to work with staff members to try to accommodate any potential layoffs, and we are, always open and available for them. So more to come on that next month. And that is all I have.
Any questions? Hearing none, we will move to item number 4, new business.
All right, item 4A, which is classification actions. We are going to do each individual classification action as its own resolution, so we'll need to vote 7 times on this. But I'm going to go ahead and read all of the class actions at once and then allow time for any discussion, questions, or concerns before we go ahead and start voting. So our first new SPN is SPN 275, a new training and quality manager position that is being created for the new 911 center. This job class is titled 911 Training and Quality Manager. The MMP Association and management occur with this new classification. SPNs 072, 073, and 112. Civil Service completed a classification project as requested by management to extend the grants, acquisition, and management services provided by the city. Grants Supervisor and Grants Writer are new job classes, while the Grants Manager class presents a title change for commission consideration. Both MMP and management concur with these new and revised class specifications. And we'll go ahead and move on to our dilutions. SPN 585, the City and MMP Association agreed to convert the position of Waste to Energy Plant Manager from the classified service to an exempt position within the Solid Waste Disposal Department. The city charter allows 2 employees in each department to be exempt from merit system requirements. The department currently has 1 exempt employee on record, so this conversion does not appear to violate charter. And finally, SPN 670. As part of a classification study, Civil Service and Parks Management concluded that the recreation aid class should not be needed in the future. The level of work required at the entry level is better suited for the existing class of recreation assistant. Management and 270 bargaining unit are in agreement. We do recommend adoption of the classification resolutions 2025-10 through 2025-15. Any questions or discussion needed on any of thing?
I have a question. On the waste energy plant manager, Was there any reason why that was this? I know that each department can have 2 exempt positions. Was there any reason why that was the one that was chosen?
Both waste to energy and the wastewater treatment plant both had similar makeups, only one exempt position and then a plant manager that was classified.
Okay.
I think it was in an attempt to streamline both of those with the same sort of organizational structure.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions or discussion? I have one, and it just has to do with educational requirements. And so in looking at the 3 grants supervisor, grants writer, grants manager, I noticed that the grants writer was the only one that was required to have a bachelor's degree. The other didn't. And so I just found that kind of interesting. I was wondering what the thought process was, since the person that will be supervising them and managing them didn't have the same degree requirement. So I was just curious.
Mr. Sullivan, would you like to come up and explain? Brian Sullivan was the analyst who worked on this line.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Brian.
I just want to... So just make sure I know what I'm talking about.
I can direct you.
here.
If you look at page 12,
Yeah.
you can see under minimum qualifications, it says combinations of education and experience that are equivalent to the following minimum qualifications are acceptable.
Yep.
So, and then, you see the body of the text there.
Yeah, I got it. And what it is, it's promotional from senior grants analyst or senior accountant. And both of those classifications already require a 4-year degree or equivalent. So we don't need to state it here because they already have to have it in order to promote to these jobs.
Okay, that explains that. So,
That explains my own confusion because I was like,
Yes,
I'm pretty
so
sure these all require a college.
just in a nutshell, so the entry-level position, the grants writer, you have this, and so they don't promote to the other positions unless they have that.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
They wouldn't be eligible to
So-
promote unless they'd done time in that position and had the same degree requirements.
So yes, the grants writer is a bit of a standalone because it's a technical writing position, and then there's the grants analysis line that starts with grants analyst, which requires a 4-year degree or equivalent. So they all have professional degree requirements or experience equivalent to that.
All right, thank you.
All right, you bet. Thank you.
We are making, as you see us writing new classifications or revising classifications, we are making a very big effort to ensure that we have language, equivalency language, to ensure that those that, made it to the professional level through experience only, never completed or got their degree, still have a path up into those positions. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that clarification. Any other questions, comments, or concerns from my fellow commissioners? Hearing none, I will turn it back to you to introduce each one as they come up.
Okay, we will start with a motion to adopt SPN 275, the new 911 Training and Quality Manager.
Second.
Discussion? All right. Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, moving on to SPN 072, the new grant supervisor position. A motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Next one, please.
SPN 073, the new classification of grants writer. Motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next one, please.
All right, SPN 112, title change from Grants and Contracts Financial Manager to Grants Manager. Motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next one, please.
SPN 585, slated for deletion, Waste to Energy Plant Manager. Motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And finally, SPN 670, please.
Recreation Aid, slated for deletion. Motion.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Believe we can now move to item number 5 on our agenda, other business. Is there any other business before the commission? All right. We will then move to item number 6. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. This meeting stands adjourned. Appreciate the work from Civil Service, as always. We don't say it often enough, but we really do truly appreciate you and your efforts, and especially when you look at some of the climate that's going on right now, that you stay focused and happy and doing your jobs is impressive. So thank you.